I just y'all. Check, check. Wow. All right, is it still working?
Yep.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Hope you got your pocket knife. So this episode brought to you by Night Elements. I could say that because, I mean, this is my company, me and AJ. So Tactical Elements, if you're familiar with that, this is Night Elements. This is our new folding kukri. We won some awards for this design at Blade Show a few years ago. I'm carrying the green micarta version. There's 3 versions, but this is the one I'm currently carrying. I think there's only 100 of these, so if you want one, you have to go to Tactical Elements / Night Elements. Go to Instagram, hunt them down, tell them, put me on the list, you want one. I don't know what they cost, because I'm not in charge of that part. If you see me and you think that I know I don't have all the answers, because there's 3 other people in here with me, and then on the other side there's even more people. So I'm just showing you what I got here. This is my pocket knife. I designed it. Me and Doug did a run of these a few years ago, and this has just been transferred over to me now. It's Night Elements. This says Night Elements. Folding kukri. All right. So Tigerlily is supposed to be here with me today. I don't know where she is, and we're gonna make something. And there's some suggestions about what we should make. One was grind fullers. One was, I got this idea for a sword I'm thinking about making. It's kind of a big Bowie knife. I'm not gonna call what it is because there's some people that are very idealistic about what this sword should look like, and I'm not. So I'll make it how I want to. I basically want to make a sword that looks like a big Bowie knife, all right? Falchion, kind of. And then I have a knife that I'm grinding on, and I could do that too. Oh, there's Tigerlily. What are we gonna make?
I don't know.
We're gonna make 2 different things. Are we gonna have a competition? Maybe we should have a competition.
Maybe we should make like integral choppers.
Oh, chopper.
We're gonna get harder to do this.
Ah, what if we just made some? I'm gonna make a big swordy kind of a Bowie knife thing, like a big one, like an 18-inch long Bowie knife sword. I'm thinking that. Any opposition? No? I can't hear anybody because you're typing.
Okay, let me know when he does that.
Use that chunk there, I think. Just 2 pieces. Somebody did it. I think I'll do this. I'll use that in, and I'm gonna make a really big sword. Switch the auto. There we left. Back this way, Bruce. There you go, right there.
nice. Long camera on.
So one thing I can say is still working.
In there now.
All of a sudden.
I'm just gonna let all that dangle down.
All right. Sometimes we have audio and technical difficulties, and
Because of heat.
is it working now?
Yep.
And I like sometimes just to explain, because I do see comments that complain about it, but it takes a lot to do this live. It takes a lot to make it work. And I really, we all appreciate you all who tune in and watch this and our other videos, but it is a lot of work, and it takes a lot of equipment, and sometimes that equipment doesn't work properly, and sometimes we have a cameraman who's not paying attention to what I want him to. But he's not here today, so we don't have to worry about that. Gosh, I don't know where my safety glasses are. I'll go find them. So I'm thinking about making I want to make a 20-inch blade, short sword Bowie knife thing. I don't know what you call it. It'd be cool though. I'm gonna make it. I think it'd be nice. Nobody's opposed to that? All right. Show you some other things I'm working on. This is the barong from a couple episodes ago, and I got African blackwood I'll be putting on here. I don't know what she's doing. But hey, let me see that. That's not
It's not. I was gonna use it for a handle.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this is that barong. So that'll be fun. I'll be finishing that up soon. And folding cookery, saw that. New t-shirts. This is the gold.
Hey, talk about the...
Oh, and the chef's knife. So far, all right, you gotta stop. So far, the response for the chef's knife has been awesome. You all have reached back. I've reached out with the knife saying, hey, I want to give this away. And we wanted to raise some money for two of our local favorite restaurants that we all go to. And we just want to help them out a little bit. Not the owners, but the people who work there, who cook the food and serve the drinks. So that's what our goal is with this. And really appreciate you all. We'll be doing a drawing on what day, Ryan? Tuesday at 4 o'clock. We'll be doing the drawing. We'll do that random number generator. Everyone has their name, however many chances they've got into it, and we'll use the random number generator so it can be totally fair. And I think we'll do it live, right? And that'll be fun. And then I just want to thank you all. It's really been a generous outpouring. And I mean, I can't help everybody everywhere, but I can help them, and it's important to me to do so. So I just wanted to share that. I'm hot. I don't know where my glasses are, so maybe I'll go find those glasses. Okay, I'll go fast. I'll just go like a normal. Looking for the glasses. These will work great. Nope. Oh, also, new company that sponsoring us with abrasives is Red Label Abrasives. And I just started using these. I like them so far. They're great, and they're going to be supplying us with belts, so that's going to be great. But if I could find my glasses, they're not over here.
Did you send me that lady's number?
Probably didn't.
I like that feather.
Man, this is one of the suck parts about being a stupid knife maker like me. I don't remember where I put my glasses at. So, this is the video where you watch me walk around looking for glasses. They're not in here. You want to see something cool Tristan's working on? These are cool. I don't know where the one he's been throwing, but I don't know what you call these, but I think it was on a cartoon or something. But they throw real well. Get Kung Fu Panda down here and get him working on them. And that would be a great video if I could get Joe to show up. But until then, I'll just keep walking around until I find them glasses. It's really irritating me now. You don't see them here. Yeah, these will be fine. All right, great. Ready. We use these glasses for now. Not the glasses that I want. I want my glasses. Hey, Matt, you didn't leave your hat? I know where they are. I know where they are. We're in the bathroom. All right. Glasses. Glasses. All right, I got my glasses. And this is a hammer that I really like a lot. They call it a locksmith's hammer. I'm not sure exactly why. I don't know anybody who forges locks, but there's some great blacksmiths out there who do make locks and keys and all kind of cool stuff. But I like it for forging blades. What first attracted me to this hammer was just the shape of it. I thought it was nice for forging blades. I've got some friends who picked them up and they use them too, but I'll go back. I'm kind of still very fond of the rounding hammer, the big rounding hammer, but I'll use this for a few minutes. So first thing I'll do, I'm going to tune this point up a bit. Now, I'll take the one. Hey, I saw you on this video from Bates Mountain.
That little fella, huh?
Alright. Now, preform for this thing. Should I draw it? I'm just looking to see who it's looking.
We're going to try a different cable.
Oh, we're going to try a different cable for it. You going to do something?
I do stuck to you. Yeah, I did too. I was like,
We're going to switch this.
I'm following you. That's what I'm doing.
Whole thing.
Listen, I think I'm on this camera. Yeah, you're on me. Is that you? Are you an Android? Here you go. Bad cable. Potentially. I have a bionic pancreas that doesn't work that great.
Huh?
Yeah, it's right here. Like that.
Give it.
Put that on there. It's all in a day's work, all right? Everybody needs to calm down.
That's how we're doing it.
Right here, so you don't know which way this is. Right. I know. But it's something.
I feel like it's always on backwards. How's that? Is it working out?
Check that
Check, check, check the microphone.
for now.
Good for now? All right. Okay, so I'm going to work on the clip first. Okay. There's junk on the end of there. Undo my hammer up. Hey, hammer is not functioning so wonderfully here. Let's see what's up with this thing. All right, what we got? We missing anything in this? Gonna drain that part out. That's got water in it. That's got, sometimes you gotta tune your hammer up. So, let's see what's wrong here. Come out of there, you. That's water. Water's bad. You don't want water in your hammer. Okay, we got that rid of. And oil's good. No, we need oil. All right. Air compressor oil. We has it somewhere around here. There's a big thing of air compressor oil. I'm so unprepared today. I need to find this before. Oh boy. Tristan, you know where that air compressor oil is? There's a big can of it somewhere. I need your help to find it if you could help me. A little lost. Definitely gotta have this. I gotta take a pause with the forging because hammer's not running right and you know it. You're like, what's going on? And that is, there's no oil. I don't know, where did it come from? Let me see. I don't know. You have to test it. I'm looking for that little can of air compressor oil I had. Where is it?
Like the old can that you got from the...
Oh, it's just a little bottle. I mean, of course I'm not gonna find it.
I was having writer's block on a knife and short sword I'm working on, so this is refreshing.
Nice, nice. Sorry, we're getting started slow, but this is really upsetting to me because it's something that we have laying around all the time. Well, I don't get it. Is it over here? Sometimes people use it for drilling. Like all the oil I bought, of course, it's over here. Hey, what? No, I got it. This is good. Okay. Back on. 3-in-1 oil does the trick. Okay. Yeah, give me some of that too, baby. Tuning up the equipment here. Thank you. Is that empty? Did you hand me an empty can? It's like nothing's working out right now, man. Yeah.
Oh, that was
Casey Ward. I feel like you're spot on today. All right, we're good. Okay. What? Hey, Tristan, how many times we've been looking for these, y'all? Look at there, I found them. Tools we can't find. All right, finally getting back to it. So I'm gonna get this back hot again. I'm setting up a preform to make, basically I wanna make I'm gonna call it a bush sword because it's gonna be like a big Bowie knife. That's all I can tell you. It'll be cool. So that's what we'll make. Fun to make stuff like that. I hope you enjoy it. And what else can I say? Other stuff. This was a class, I did a kukri class just recently. And sometimes when you're going in a class and you have students and they're really good, you're just like, oh man, I'm gonna get my knife made too. But once we got a little deeper into the forging part, I realized I wasn't gonna get my knife made. So this is my unfinished knife. All right, getting hot. Not too bad. I don't know what that junk is in there. That's like stuff from, sometimes you gotta tune all these tools up.
Hey, can I just come on these 72 bars you have? We don't have one long enough without me having to weld.
What do you want to do?
We don't have a long enough round stock for me to have.
What happened to that? What about that?
That's still pretty short.
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I'm out of fuel too. All right. Tuning this up. I'm totally open for all kind of questions today. I'm like, that'll be the top. That'll be the back edge. Let's just.
Maybe $10 to buy a new bottle of oil.
Thanks. All right. What's his name?
Josh Martin.
Josh Martin. Thank you. This is like starting slow, but it'll speed up in a minute. I'm like, feel like I'm off my game today. Essentially, we're gonna make a big version of that. That's pretty big. I made that for Adam DeRozier's. I just haven't given it to him yet. So. A big version of that. Is what hammer? Oh yeah. This is what everyone, when people come and take a class with me, everyone uses that hammer. I don't make you sit here and learn this. I just let you use that. Tigerlily using that W2, huh? Oh my gosh. Only you get to use that. All right, I'm gonna make this thing a little longer here, so. All right, I'm liking this. I'm liking it.
We have a podcast listener in here, Andy Phillips. He asked, what's your beef with the Beatles?
Imagine I'll talk about it just for a second, but not that it doesn't sound good. I'm just saying that's like the first boy band, you know, it's like, I always listen to this stuff and I think about a lot of these musicians, like, they didn't come out of nowhere. It was like totally orchestrated. It's a conspiracy theory, man. I don't know. No real problem with them. I like a lot of the Beatles songs, but I just feel like it was an orchestrated event to put these boys together and make this band with a couple of kids who could barely play or sing.
I cannot pronounce this name, but the last name I've got, Mando, donated $10.
Mando. Oh, that's the Mandalorian. Thanks for the $10. We use that. Okay, so everybody who donates on the Super Chat, that just helps us run this when we do it, and we really appreciate it. Offsets the cost. I never realized how hard it was. You know, I tried to do this with my camera, you know what I mean? And that's why nobody was getting that much feed. I started my YouTube however many years ago, and we had like 300 subscribers until we started doing this way, and now it really worked out well for us. I'm taking my time on this. I know it's going slow, but I'm happy to chat.
Someone asked if you recommend going to the Bill Morgan School in Arkansas.
The Bill Moran School? Oh yeah, I went there. It was different back then, but you'll definitely have a lot of fun. Yeah, that would be fun. You have fun doing that. It's going to take, it's a 2-week class. You could also take that class in North Carolina also, or Virginia, or Maine. Just have to look at the course schedule. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back and get it all flat. Just set my preform up for this thing.
Donated $20 and said, I can't use a power hammer in my neighborhood. Would it be worth trying to floor it with a 25-ton press?
Oh yeah, Skip, that's a good idea. Press like this, you can hear like, it's quiet. So you could use this. The thing with these tools, they help you move steel better. If you're working with flat stock, you don't really need this. I didn't have these things for years until I started wanting to make Damascus. The first tool I got was a press. I think I got the press in about 2002 or 3. And then my friend Adam showed up at the house with a 50-pound little giant, like in 2004 or something. And we used that for years. And then I bought my own. And it's just, you don't need all this stuff. I just use it because this is what I do. This is my profession, you know. So I'm gonna have all the tools if I can have them. Now I'm gonna offset something here. So let me look for my little bar I use to isolate stuff with. Where'd that go? What? No. Where's the little block of steel that's normally in here?
The one for isolating?
Yeah. Like everything today, I feel like we've been sabotaged.
Okay.
Oh, look at there. Right where I always put it. I don't put it there ever. All right. Now I'm gonna offset this thing. I don't know. Just a little bit of I'm not sure how much blade that is, but that's how much we're going to use. And I'm thinking about making this a hidden tang so that I can go back and do a guard and everything on it. That might be kind of fun. We'll see. You know, it's the fun thing about doing live feed. That's nice. That's slightly over 1 inch. That's some of the original W2 that me and my friend Adam bought back in the knots, like 04 or something. I think it was like 85 cents a pound back then. All right, I'm gonna tune up my preform a little bit better here. Keep working on this. I'm liking the way it's looking right now. Just tune it up a little bit better. All right. I don't like the handle I have. That handle's terrible. So now I'm going to forge a blade. How long is that thing anyway? I need a ruler. We'll grab the only one ruler I can keep up with. I don't know why I can't seem to. Well, it ain't going to be that big. It's shorter than I thought it was, but whatever. It'll be cool. All All right, 450 people. Very good. So what I'm gonna do is use these tongs to guide me.
Go to the hammer.
Yep. Going over to the hammer. That's more interesting. Tigerlily's making me an integral. I can tell. Is that a hunter or what are you making? What are you making?
I think it's gonna be a hunter that.
A what?
I think it's gonna be a hunter, but there might be too much steel hiding in there. So.
Oh, that's good. Pretty quick forging there. Very efficient. Damn, that hurt. Dropped the scale right on my hand. That was always smart. Always a great idea. Drop the hot scale on your hand. All right. What else can I tell anybody about? What do they want to know? I want to try to help today if I can.
Some of the same old, like gas versus coal, stuff like that.
Gas is always easier. Gas is always easier. Every time you can use gas, it's always easier. Working with coal is fine. First, you have to figure out where to get the coal, what kind of coal you need. Build a cold forge, buy a cold forge. If you can use a cold forge in your state, town, or whatever fascist neighborhood we're living in now, avoid that. Avoid fascism at all costs. It's coming. So, anyway.
How often do you use a file guide?
A file guide for what? I use it for, I don't use a file guide very often unless I'm doing a hidden tang knife or I'm doing an integral knife with a hidden tang. And I've got a couple of them. I got some from Creative Man out of Australia. I've got some from Uncle Al. I'm about to get one from Johnny Ducati. I hope it works well. What? No, Liam Hoffman makes axes. Try and get one if you can. If you get one, get me one too. I make a tomahawk. I make a tomahawk. RMJ Tactical's working on the new tomahawk right now. Okay. All right. I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'll show you what I got one of my prototypes here. I think. Should have it. All right. So this is the pattern for my this is made by RMJ Tactical in Chattanooga. This is just a prototype. you're not seeing the finished axe. If you go to RMJ Tactical's website, or if you go to the Night Elements or Tactical Elements site, you'll be able to see that hatchet. We should be releasing them within the next 3 weeks. They'll be available. There's only going to be 50, and they're going to probably go within the first 5 minutes of the release. So that's it. That's my hatchet right now that I'm making. Set that aside. Set this aside. Grab these here. All right. Be cool. Here's another thing. I think I did this in one of our feeds. This is, so I want to tell you about fighters. Everybody says, I want a fighter. Isn't that cool looking? You know, it's for fighting poverty. That's a fun one. It's a sexy looking knife, you know. They're really great for Thanksgiving Day turkey, like when you get your super badass fighter out and you cut the turkey up. That's what's fun. Not looking too bad. I'm not displeased with that.
What type of steel?
Go get an old forklift fork and make that the top of your anvil and weld that to whatever you want to weld it to steel-wise. Any kind of steel. Just cut off that top and let the top of the anvil be a forklift, piece of a forklift fork. That'll work great. It's like 4140.
$10, and how do you heat treat ADCRV2?
Heat treating ADCRV2, very simple. Normalize 3 times at 1500 degrees. And then when you go to harden it, bring it back up to 1500 degrees and quench it in AAA and temper it at 375 degrees for a chopper, 350 for a hunting knife or a kitchen knife. How's that? Oh man. So I should stop throwing the tools. This ain't really a sword, this is just a big knife. Boy, it's crooked. All right, do a little squeeze on that thing. It's gonna be a fun one. I gotta get something. How's it going? Work? pretty cool. I'm liking that. All right, straighten it up a bit.
Kane 344 donated $10 and asked what type of container should I put my quenching oil in.
A steel one. Use a steel container. Come over here and I'll show you what I got. Bring it over here. This is just a steel pipe welded to a plate. It's just an old I-beam that I cut some pieces off, and we welded some railroad spikes to it. So this is what I keep my AAA in. I didn't make that one. That's a little more complicated. This is very simple. You can use one of those tall ammo cans. If you find those, it's a real tall ammo can. Usually at any Army surplus place has them. They're kind of this tall. That's a great one to use. Digging that. That's looking pretty cool. That's a big chopper.
So
Mike's still working?
Yeah, there's a lot more people in here now. Let's
Oh, cool.
talk again about the giveaway.
Hey, again, whoever has already participated in the chef's knife giveaway, I really appreciate that. And our local restaurants are going to appreciate that too. The proceeds, the profit from that is going to be going to the people who cook the food, serve the food, tend the bars, you know, all the people who work there, not the owners of the place. They're okay, I'm sure, but the people who actually doing the hard work, pretty much on a volunteer basis. They're just kind of working for tips right now, so we thought we would help them out. This is a collaboration between Cumberland Marketing and myself. But you can go follow the links. If you can follow us on Instagram, great. If you can't, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You can still get a ticket. We'll ship this knife on pretty much anywhere that can be shipped. So if you're in Europe, France, places like that, we can ship a chef's knife. Canada, we can ship it if you win. But whatever you know, when you buy that ticket, the money's going to be donated here locally in my neighborhood to the people who are working still, or trying to work still. And as far as I know, they're kind of working just for tips. So whatever it is will help them greatly, and we'll appreciate it. Follow the link. You just go to the thing and follow the links, okay? And no, you don't have to be on Instagram. If you are, great. Follow me on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube. We'll have more fun doing this stuff. And the more of you that get in here, the better. Here's the other thing too. I've got moderators. I really appreciate you moderators. I like the policing you do. I'm not into that too much, but thanks for being there and answering questions and helping out. That's a big deal to me. I think most of you are in Seattle, so as soon as we get there, we got some fun planned for you whenever we can get back over there. I want to go to the Big Hammer.
Ron Cowan from Missoula, Montana donated $10.
Oh.
How do you get your handles slapped with steel?
Oh, that's a good question. planishing now. I just want to blend that in. I'm liking that a lot. Let's see how much we got here. How do I get my handles flat for scales? Is that what he asked?
Yeah.
Well, I forge them as flat as I can. I forge them as flat as possible. I usually taper, all the tangs are tapered on a full tang. And then I use that disc grinder to get the wood and the steel flat. It's just a disc, it's simple. You don't have to buy a fancy one or an expensive one, you just have to get a good one. All right, now I'm gonna go back and do some planishing and make it all smooth. Using this little small hammer here. See if we can use it. I guess it would have been better to use that on April Fools. All right. I like that a lot. It's not a sword, it's just a big knife, but it'll be fun to finish. Tune it up now. Just going to go back and make the whole thing nice and flat. I use this hammer. I like that one a lot. We can do other stuff too. I can, how's it going with you?
Do I do something together? Do we have something to be done?
If you want. I mean, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. What I'm doing right now when I do that is I'm just trying to find the flat spot, you know? So I'm not trying to do anything right now but make this, smooth this out and straighten it. It's not really hot enough to do any forging. I'm just planishing, you know? Getting the edge centered. Pretty big knife.
What's your best celebrity impression?
I don't know. My best. So, well, we're gonna go to Mars in 2007 because I think it's cool.
Pretty good.
Hey, me and Pooh, we're gonna ride around on four-wheelers and shoot stuff, right, Pooh? It's dated. It's too old. It doesn't make any sense anymore. Nobody knows who I'm talking about. It's not Friday today, is it? Oh, okay. Oh man. So I like it, but I want it to curve up. I want that to curve a little bit, so make that curve. So it seemed I need a snack. I like this. It has an octopus with a mermaid giving the octopus a heart. But my next tattoo, I want, never mind, something like this. All right. working this part. I want it to be really wide out there. That's a big old piece of steel there for a little girl. Watch your mouth.
Dark Firehawk gave me $20 and said, "Love your forge and thanks for sharing."
Who is it?
Dark Firehawk.
Dark Fire
Hawk.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you so much. I always like that. That is very cool. I may do this as a full tang piece. I'm liking that. What do you think? Yeah? So what I'm doing here is I want to make this part wider and very smooth out here. So. Looking nice. I'll give it a little curve. I'm liking the way that looks. I'm pretty happy with that.
Noel Ingram asked what's in the back of your hat.
A little bird feather. I don't know what it is. I found it the other day. I think it's a blue jay, which may be the most vicious bird on the earth. I don't know if anybody would disagree with that. Blue jay, dangerous, vicious little bird. All right, got my curves. I like these lines a lot. Let's just make it all smooth now. Straight and smooth. I'm very happy with the way this thing looks. It's going to be...
Dusty Sherpa donated $10 and said, "Why is stainless not as popular with makers? I use AEDL and customers like the lack of care, but maybe I'm missing something."
Well, that's a great question. I started using AEBL, I don't know, probably 10 years ago. It's been around 100 years. Kind of strange, right? Great steel. I'm going to start using it more for my clad steel. So I'll put stainless on the outside on a lot of steels and carbon in the middle. If you go and look at the chef's knife video for the knife that we're donating, I use that. I use just stainless on the outside. The problem with some stainless is if you don't have it hard enough, it just won't work properly. So I always recommend to makers, if you're using stainless for something, 60, 61, it'll get a way better edge retention, strangely enough, easier to sharpen when they're harder. Strange, right? But that's it. What we got?
He also said, "It's awesome that your daughter is sharing your passion."
Yeah, she's really better at this than I am. All right. Did you see I didn't drop those tongs on the ground? See, I put them down very nicely. Okay. It's a big knife. Straight. Okay. Let's make it a full tang. Are there any snacks in here? Who is doing?
I don't know, man. That's yours.
No, it's not.
I got it for you. It's yours.
Oh, okay. All right. Watch this. Nice, light touch. That's a good looking knife. Old school W2. Or it could be wrought iron. Is it forging really easy?
No. It's not.
It's for me and for my dead kitty cats.
Oh, rest in peace.
Isn't that fun to watch?
Turn the channel into that.
Huh?
Just post content like that.
Aluminum recycling. We has it. I'm thinking about what I'm thinking. Now's a good time for questions.
Mostly people are trying to decide if it's too early to drink.
No, wait a minute. If you're out there trying to decide, if you're watching now and you're trying to say, should I beer, wine, or whiskey, always now is a good time. Now it's good. Totally fine. You're stuck at home, trying to figure out what to do. You've already watched all of the Peaky Blinders episodes that you can watch twice. Now it's time to have a drink. Not a bad idea. Have a beer. It says daytime, right? I'm drinking ginger ale. This is Lagunitas Daytime IPA. This one's the better one, though. That one's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Well, they're in.
Huh? They're good? Yeah, those are good. They're high octane. So I don't have so I'll tell you another thing. This is just one of the prototypes. They have a fuller in them. I don't know if anybody's seen them. Some of you probably have some, but the first run we did, I think there were 48 of them. But what's cool, I'll tell you some of the reasons why I did this. This is so you can get up in here. You can actually use this. I have a lot of friends that use this for a hunting hatchet. The spike is really handy to carry logs, or you can stick that in a tree, rest your rifle on that. That's kind of handy. These are very light. Very nice to use.
Someone suggested a drinking game and said every time you can't find something in the shop, we.
Oh, great idea. Okay, every time I can't find something in the shop, you have to take a drink.
We'll be dead.
All right? Okay, I can't find what I'm looking at. I'm gonna chop this off. Without further wasting time. Almost got my money's worth out of this deal. Oh, I can't find my tongs.
Oh,
Oh, okay, here's some tongs. This is going to be fun the rest of the day, huh? Not. That's a cool hat. Red Label Abrasives. I like everything I've used from so far. So, that's probably not long enough. Oh! Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Can we scoot this closer now? All right, there we go. Yeah. You liking it? Nice. This is nice. This is the one you did earlier.
When can we expect to see more shirts of yours on the website?
Oh, that sounds like a question for Cumberland.
I'm waiting on the designs. You tell me.
Soon.
I do like that. I don't have a tiger. We should do the Tigerlily one like this with the gold.
I think I'm gonna.
It's not shiny gold. It's like old pirate gold, like dun 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 dun.
We'll do something cool.
Short answer is
Short answer is what?
soon.
Soon. We'll do it soon. Sooner than we expected. Right now. I like what you're doing. Is that one for me? Tongs. Tongs, tongs, tongs. Or for steel dumpling. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. I'll do the whole handle. I'll do most of the handle by hand. How about that? This is a 12-pound sledgehammer. This is for when I make stuff and I need a striker. I let them use that. This would be a nice little fast chopper. All right. Okay. The narrated video instead of the talking the whole time through the thing. see the heat treat oven? Come over here. So this, I'm going to show you because I got to heat treat this. This is the bark spud we made the other day. I'm just going to do this right here. Get to look inside the heat treat oven. This is from Jen Ken Kiln Frog. The girls at Kiln Frog provided this. It's the best one I've ever had. It's my favorite heat treat oven I've ever had. So I'm going to show you. What I'm doing is I'm going to put this in. This is the ADCRV2. It's called a bark spud. And we're going to heat treat that. So I'm going to get that up to 1500 degrees. I'm going to let it soak, and then I'm going to quench it, and it will be hardened, and then I'll be tempering. This is a toaster oven. This is tempering. It's off about 25 degrees. So if it's at 350, it's actually at 375. So we're going to set it. We're going to bake cookies for an hour and a half. Make this one a little higher. Nah, we'll make it there. All right, start. So we get it hot. It says 350, but it's actually 375, and I know that because I put the thermometer inside of it to find out what the temperature actually is. Okay. Huh? Okay. Okay. This is a taper tang. Whoever was asking about how to get it flat, I'm going to show you. I just forge it as flat as I can. If you don't have a press and a hammer, you can use a hammer. If you have a striker, you can use a flatter and a striker. I don't have a flatter, so. Really, if you think about steel, if you haven't heard me say it before, if you think about it like clay, you're going to be wonderful at this. You just have to think about the steel being like clay. Stop thinking about forging being some magic effect that you're doing on the steel. It's not. You're not imbuing any kind of magic or anything like that into the steel. If you were, you'd be able to take a 1-inch cube and forge it down to a 1/2-inch cube, and it would still be the same weight. You can't do that. So there's no such thing as edge packing or any of that. You can't make it more dense by forging. But what you can do is get the shapes that you want. So the best thing for you to do is think about the steel like it is a piece of clay. It will move exactly the same way. So if you want to get better at forging, think about it that way, and you will get better at forging. If you think you're making magic, you're not going to get better at forging. You're going to have a lot of fun, but you're not really going to get better at it. Whoa, gotta hit the steel first. That's first rule, hit the steel. Now I'm refining this as best as I can. I really don't want to have to do much grinding on it. I'm gonna forge it as close as possible. I cut it a little short, so. How's it going with yours?
I think it's good. It's a
Nice.
little thin.
Huh?
It's a little thin on the edge.
Oh, that's okay. Just get it straight now. Chop it off. You can, if you have the bolster area hotty enough, you can kind of squeeze it off in that if you want.
Yeah, I don't want to.
All right. Pardon me. handle shape you want. You can forge it exactly where you want it. Clay, think about it like clay.
What are the dimensions of that bar you started with?
The bar I started with is 1/4 inch by 2 inches wide. 80 CRV2. She has some of the old school W2. Oh boy, I hope we get a lot more length out of that. That's a pretty short handle there. That handle's short. I gotta stretch that a little bit, a lot. I have a Triumph 1200 Scrambler. It is the best motorcycle I've ever had. All right. All right, we're getting there. Is that what they want to know what kind of motorcycle I have? Yeah. It's a 1200 Scrambler. It's a real Scrambler, not the street Scrambler. It is the best motorcycle I've ever had. I've had Suzuki's and Hondas, the Yamaha. I had the Yamahas. Harley Davidson, an Indian. The newest bike, the first new bike I had was an Indian. I sold that last year in August and I bought this bike, and it is the most technologically advanced, beautiful motorcycle I've ever had. So I really enjoy it. It's kind of weird, like old bikes are great and I like them, they're fun to ride, but when you have something that's like just tuned and you can adjust it for you, and it's kind of weird, the bike will learn you and it makes it a whole lot easier to ride, especially when you get yourself into precarious situations. Whoa. Okay, good. A little curvy. We're gonna straighten that curve out. All right, so there's way too much drop in the handle on this thing. So I'm gonna straighten that drop out.
Will Stilter is in the chat.
What's up, Will?
Also, Dusty donated $10 and said, I think Tigerlily is beating you.
Yes, Tigerlily is beating me on hand forging. Tigerlily is good at this. I'll wager, as far as the forging goes, she's better than 90% of the bladesmiths out there. All right. Might need a little bit more width in there. I'm gonna make it a little wider. It's kind of a, Well, Will, I am forging a piece of 80 CRV2 and Tigerlily is forging a piece of the old school W2 that me and Adam DeRogers bought in like 2004 or something. It was a long time ago. People always say, where do you buy that? You don't. You don't buy it. All right, I just want to make that wider. Smells really nice when you squeeze a Coca-Cola in there. This ain't pretty bad. I'm happy with that. What do you think? Is it all right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. We take a little more drop out of it. Sometimes if you have too much drop in your handle, it's too much. It needs more subtlety, always subtlety. And if you're designing a piece, or if you're working on something, the subtleties make the difference. The little subtle curves, the little, just slight things in it make all the difference. It's straight already too. That's nice. Okay, that's straight. I'm gonna heat that whole backside up. Give it a squeeze, normalize it once, and I'll grind some on it. Will still on there? What are you working on?
Said he's doing a push dagger.
Push dagger. That's nice. Mears is making a really cool push dagger too. It looks like a really old arrow, like an old Japanese arrow, but it's like this wide. I think it's more African inspired, but it's cool. I saw it a couple days ago.
That dagger him and Curtis made this.
It is cool. I like it. It's petite, but it's well proportioned. It's kind of cool when you have a proportion on something. You can't really tell what size it is when you have the right proportions, and that dagger looks like it could be any size because you guys got some really nice proportions on it. So well done on that. All right, I want some tongs like this. So here's a very easy way to straighten blades and everything. And that's perfect. Don't let anyone tell you you can't use the vise to straighten. It's perfect for doing that.
The ladies donated $5 and asked if you're going to be allowed in Tigerlily's new shop.
No, I'm not allowed in her new shop. I've already been told I wasn't allowed in there without a written permission. All right, that's pretty much straight. Let's see if we can. All right. I'm gonna get the ruler. What do I do with it? It's gonna be a nice, it's not a sword by any means, but it's a nice big chopper. And that'll be a fun knife. It's fun to make stuff like that. I made one for me earlier, a couple months ago, but it went to Australia. Where did the ruler go? Man, just went invisible on me. I probably left it over there on the ground. You see it? Thanks, Heath. All right. We can see how this thing turned out. So we have a blade is 14.5 inches. Handle is 5. It'll be 5.5 when I'm done. So that's normally what I do. Overall, about 20 inches, a little over 20. Okay, normalize this thing.
Somebody said take a break.
Oh yeah, because I looked for the ruler. You're right, I had to look for that ruler. Okay. Kool-Aid is all right. All right. It's just wire. I can't drill a hole in this. One of the things about the 80 CRV2 is it is difficult to drill a hole in it until you normalize it. So if you think I know what I'm doing, I don't. So if you want to ask me any special recipes for what I'm doing, I don't have any. I'm just making this up. I normally ask the dog what he would do or she would do. Okay. Is the audio still working? Because I'm moving it all over the place. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty color. That's the bark spud. We'll be hardening that soon. Made that the other day. And that's going to go to Nathan from Out of the Woods, and he's going to use it, I believe. And he'll be like, oh, it was terrible, but thanks anyway. No, maybe it'll work fine. All right, now this, hanging there. Woo-wee. All right, okay. Now we wait. Okay, no, we don't have to wait. We can do something else. I'll get a soda. What you making? Whew. How's it going out there? What we got? I'm gonna make something else now. What?
485 viewers right now.
What do you want me to forge? I was gonna, well, gosh, I did want to work on that. Hey, can you see this? See that? I don't want to hit your box, but nah, it's not pointy enough. A little bit of wear on the point. All right, what should we do now? I want to grind something kind of, but oh man, you know what I want to do? I got a piece of mystery steel. I got a piece of mystery steel from the Schwarzer. I should forge something out of that. Some steel from the Schwartz. I wonder what it is. You know what's crazy about it is, so I got this piece of steel from Steve Schwarzer, and you really need to know who that is. You do, because he's, if you've ever seen pictures in steel, hey, what's up? You just decided to show up, huh? Come on in, you can come in on the live feed. Yeah, please come in. So this is, how you doing, Bubba?
I'm good. How are you?
Britt Barnes. Britt Barnes won Fords and Fire just recently. When was that?
3 weeks. Well, it actually aired 3 weeks ago. It was. It actually was filmed in September.
Cool.
October.
And you made the hooligan tool.
I made the Halligan tool.
Halligan tool, yeah.
Made the Halligan tool.
And was it like a kick ass, or was it like you just kind of won, or you really won one? Like you really like killed it?
No, I think I killed it. I think I really nailed it.
I know you did. I'm just messing with
You know, and actually the truth is you know, you taught me to make knives 6 years ago.
It was 6 years ago?
6 years ago.
Gosh, we were young then.
We were young. And you told me to use clay. And so when I started to make this Halligan tool, I took a piece of clay and I isolated it and kind of figured out how to manipulate it and make it. And so had you not taught me that, I really struggled with it.
Cool. I didn't know you were coming. Would you like a beer? Because we're playing a game. Every time I can't find a tool, everyone has to drink.
I actually brought you steel.
Oh, you did?
I was on my way up here, didn't know you were going live.
Oh, okay.
And I brought a bunch of steel.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's cool with me.
So,
You have a website you want us to plug?
I don't have a website, but I am on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Britt Barnes 9 on Instagram.
Okay.
But yeah, I brought you a bunch of steel.
All right. Well, you
highly-
can back up over here and I'll help you unload it. Maybe we'll just take a piece of this steel and make something out of it. I really want to...
Happen in here.
Huh?
You never know what's gonna happen in here.
Never know what's going to happen in here. I like this knife a lot. I do want to fix it though. Like I want to pull the heel. This is the heel, but it's also the choil. But I kind of want to pull it down a little bit more. I'm trying to decide whether I should or not do it.
Will said it's probably mild steel. You can never trust steel.
That's right.
Hey, do you think we should make a little knife out of this big ass snake?
Oh, we could make a little knife out of that.
Here, why don't you make a little knife?
All right, you're gonna help unload the steel? I'll make a little knife. So this is a fun thing that I used to do all the time. I would make a blade. So Tigerlily's made this blade. Let's have a close look at it because it's really nice. She did well. This is a nice integral. She's really good at doing integrals. See how nice and far she pulled the choil on. One thing, if you're making integrals, the bolster here, the integral part is here, make sure that your edge starts right off from where your plunge line or your grind is. Don't do an integral with the plunge, you know, way back, you know, just, that's perfect. Like that's some good bladesmithing right there. So what I'm gonna do, this is too much tang here, I'm gonna make a little knife out of that tang. A very little knife, but it'll be cool, because I like making little teeny knives. Aloha! All right, thanks, man. That's cool.
What would you suggest as a first project as a newbie smith? And I don't have access to an anvil, but I have a piece of rail track that I can use.
Rail track's fine. Learn how to make points. You want me to show you? I'll make a point. I'll show you how to make a point. Find a piece of steel to make it with. Got some steel here. Let me find a square chunk of steel. Okay, just get scrap. This is just scrap, okay? This is, I think this is a ½ inch maybe, 3/4 of an inch. I'll show you what to do. So learn how to forge by, number one, how you hold your hammer. Don't have to get a big hammer, but the truth is, bigger hammers are less work. You're just letting it fall. Holding the hammer properly. Don't hold it like this or this. Hold it like this. All right? Hit one spot. Move the steel. When that gets hot, I'll show you. I'm gonna forge. Oh, this is my folder actually, and these will be available. This is a Night Elements. This is the folding kukri. I won a design award for this from a few years ago, and we've actually been able to produce them again. I did some modifications to the design. I made a shorter clip. Made some more robust features in here up in the lock mechanism, but it will be available through Night Elements or Tactical Elements, and if you look them up on Instagram, you'll find us. But there's only 100 of the green micarta, so if you want a green micarta, you gotta get in touch with AJ. I'll tell you all about it. All right, so two things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a little knife out of that tang, but I'm also gonna show from Hawaii, what's his name?
James.
James, I'm gonna show James how to start. It's kind of the same way I'm gonna do this. So first thing I'm gonna do is make a point. Still plenty hot. All right, now on this one, James, I'm going to show you something different. So this is a piece of just mild steel, round side of the hammer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now planish, 10. Make points. Make lots of points. Now once you get it square, you can make it really nice and shiny. Then you can take the corners off, make it octagonal. And then once you've got it octagonal, then you can roll around, make it round. And do that 100 times. And then turn all of them into leaves. Make 100 leaves. That's setting it up to make a leaf. But if you do that, make 100 points, turn those 100 points into 100 leaves, then you'll know how to use your hammer, and you'll be about 3 years more advanced than most of the other people you know banging on steel. And that's the truth. All right, what's up? Whoa. All right, so we're making a little teeny knife out of the tang on Tigerlily's knife because it's just a little bit too big. So I'm just gonna stretch it out. Get my preform right. All right, preform. And I threw it on the ground, but I didn't mean to. Get that hot again. I feel like this is way too hot. Turn it down. All right, James, now I'm gonna show you the next part. So you isolate it. Keep it pretty, that's the hard part. Sometimes I go too fast and I don't make it as pretty as I should. All right, setting up to make a leaf. Should be able to do it in one heat, but not a practice. And I'm trying to forge a knife. Oh, I really like the 80 CRV2. I like 52-100 also. Leaf. So I could do better. Sorry, Brian. So the person who taught me this technique for going half on, half off face blows and making stuff is the guy named Brian Brazil. So look Brian up on YouTube. He's got some good stuff on there. All right. I hate that shape. Okay. Whew. Isolate it a little bit more. So I always call those little knives an offspring. Makes a great little.
Said Brian is coming to my house tonight.
You'd never get rid of him.
He said I'll tell him you gave him a shot.
Yeah, I miss him. He's not gonna want to leave if if you're too nice. Oh man, look at that. Okay, I fixed it. All right. I don't want to screw her knife up, that's why I'm tuning this up. Oh, you were uncorded today. Huh?
We've been that way the past 3 or 4 times.
All right, I'm gonna refine my little knife a little bit just to refine the profile because I like it. And then I'll free it up. I'll cut it off. I cut it off with the, man, look what I got. So I got this little cut-off tool. It's a Brian Brazil, Alex Steele, Hardy. Don't look like either one of them was paying that much attention the day they forged this, but I still like them both, so we'll use that to shorten that up. I'm not gonna stick it in there first because I don't want to lose my finger. I'll stick it in my pocket. All right. I don't know how old that is, but it's old. Okay. Heath, man, come on, Heath.
Nobody likes the way things do, not the old school stuff.
Just don't really fit in this anvil. We have to go to the anvil it's made for. It's for this one. All right. Forget my hammer. Whoa. Try not to.
We got 500 people in here. You can talk.
All right.
Talk about your raffle again.
Huh?
Talk about your raffle again.
So if you do know, you know, and if you don't know, well, now you know. We made a stainless clad chef's knife. There's 3 layers. So the outside 2 layers are stainless and the core is high carbon steel. See? This one is high carbon, stainless, and it is available for you over on my YouTube. You're watching YouTube. If you haven't watched the video, watch it when you're done with this. Subscribe, leave a comment, give us a like, and go buy you a ticket. If you're not on Instagram, that's okay. Don't worry about following us on Instagram. If you can, you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. I made this knife to donate to raise funds for the local restaurants, which we all here go to, and we just wanted to support them. Some of them are working just basically for tips right now. They're not, I mean, anybody who works in the service industry, if you're a waitress, bartender, you're working for tips anyway, so obviously. But I'm just trying to help them out during this time. All the restaurants have been closed, and it's hard. It's really difficult, and I just wanted to do what I could do. We'll be running the raffle until Tuesday at 4 o'clock. We'll do the random number generator. We are going to draw a winner, and that winner will win the knife. It's a $25 donation, and you'll be entered in to win. You can enter as many times as you like. Just you follow the link and click on the link. It's on the YouTube channel, so go do that if you can, and we really appreciate it, and so will they. And we'll let you know the results. So it's fun. It's something we can do a little bit. I mean, I can't do much, but I'm doing the best I can. So I just want to help them out a little bit. And let's see, now I got to fix this before I get yelled at. Okay. Okay, good. I didn't screw up too bad. All right. Still a lot. Getting it straight is like always the difficulty. It's pretty good. All right, one more heat. Put you in there. Fix my little knife. Man, I feel like I'm working too much. I'm working too hard on this project here. Cute little knife. It's cute little knife. Holding it this way is going to be a disaster, but I'm going to try anyway. Oh, come on, you. These are not the tongs I'm looking for. All right. We're going to make a tiny little chef's knife. Now, I'm just trying to get yours straight. That's enough, right? That's long enough? Okay.
Yeah.
Coming this way. Okay, I'll grab it. You didn't burn yourself, did you?
No, I didn't drop it.
All right. So I'll be taking this tiny little knife and forging it on this huge hammer. That's really the tongs I'm looking for. Ooh, come on. This is Joe Maynard knife. Better get that to Joe Maynard. Let him finish it.
I like the cup, Jake.
My next tattoo. Something with an octopus and a mermaid.
JB Blade donated $5. I feel like he meant to put a message, but he didn't put it.
Make him get the message. Okay, way better. Way better tongs, yes. So everybody knows I can make big knives. Now you know I can make little knives too. We're gonna make this one a little longer. Did you bring any knives you made? Didn't bring anything?
No, I was on the road. I didn't know you were going live. I had a load of steel headed up here. You went live.
I should have brought my dog to see if she remembered you or not. She's so loud. She's a 148 decibel dog. I held the thing up, she's like, woo! I'm like, whoa. Little dog's too loud. This really seems like it would be a one heat knife, right? It's a cute little knife. I'll be squeezing this baby knife in this 50-ton press. What do you think about that? Oh, it didn't care. It was totally fine with that. All right, baby knife. There's my baby knife. Ooh, man, it made me forget about the other knife that we had in the heat treat. We're gonna pull that out so we can straighten it. Come here, you wanna see a pretty color? You wanna see a pretty color?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That is a gorgeous color. Now, we want to make it straight. I don't want to touch that on my hand because that's hot still. Now remember, if there's a bladesmith tells you that this is wrong, I don't think they know what they're talking about, but I'm just saying. Now I'm looking to see, I just want to get it as straight as possible. That's pretty straight. I feel like I'm all right at doing this forging thing. Okay, now I'll get rid of the wire. When it cools off, we'll do a little grinding. Little bit of profile. I'm very happy with that shape, so just do a little bit. I'll stick it over here on the floor. And we're gonna heat treat the bark spud. Time to harden the bark spud. I don't really want to harden the whole thing. So I got an idea. I don't want to harden the whole piece. Nice. You happy with it? So we're not going to harden the, come out of there. On the bark spud, we're just going to harden the blade part. So I'm going to do it old school by paying attention to my temperatures, and I'll use the forge to do it, just in case you want to watch that. Heat up my oil. No.
Like Bob Ross blacksmith. What do you think about that?
Similar hair.
Yeah, I wish.
Also, someone asked, do you take the teeth off of your vise to not leave imprints on the knives?
Yeah, these vices are so old, there's no teeth on them. A lot of leg vices don't have teeth. Only very few of them have teeth. Here's the key, the secret to buying a leg vise. Unscrew it like this. And this is the part you want to see. Come here, look at that. If you find, and the screw is clean like that, doesn't matter what the rest of it is, it's in good shape. This is the critical part. If that's clean and not crusty, then it's good. These all can be trued up, everything can be fixed on this thing. You don't need teeth in there. Usually they're not teeth on them. All right. Heating my oil. That's hot.
Tigerlily, do you have any?
I got my forge running very low right now. Tigerlily, could you go get me a rag? Tristan, could you get me a rag out of the bathroom? And could you turn the lights off? I don't want to harden the whole piece. I don't want to harden the socket. I just want to harden the handle. I'm just looking for 1500 degrees here. So roll one of them doors down. So that color that's 1500 degrees. How can I tell? Well, if I test it, it's non-magnetic, and I'm just at the point where the shadow is gone, the recoalescence and decoalescence. So this is an old school technique, but it works just fine. You just have to pay really close attention to it. You have to turn your forge down. I have on these forges, these are chili forges. Mine, the ones that I designed, if you ever order one, tell them you want to get the one like Jason Knight has, and you want a little port on there. That way you can stick your pyrometer in there and you can see what temperature it is exactly. That's perfect. So I'm going to quench it at that. And probably he will never sharpen it 3 inches up there in his whole lifetime. So we're going to go with that. It looks good. I'm watching for the shadow to go out. We've kind of set our temp here. We're not going to get any hotter than that. It's like a perfect temperature. The cool thing about these chili forges is you can just set them. All right. It's like perfect. All right. Where's that rag at, baby? Okay, you can turn the, shit. I did have a socket on there. That's what the kitty litter's for. All right.
I'm going to attempt to say this, but just full disclosure, I don't know what I'm saying.
Huh?
Can you explain recoalescence versus decoalescence? Can I say that?
Yeah. I can show you. Let's show it. We'll show it. All right. Let's turn that forge back on, Tigerlily, so we can show what recoalescence and decoalescence is. And I'm going to use your knife because this steel is probably the one that you can see. You can't really see it well in steels that don't have more than a certain carbon content. So if they have above 0.84, 0.85% carbon, you can see it. Where's that cat litter? Can you give me the cat litter bucket or just clean this stuff up? So when you watch the shadows go out of it and then you go back into it, I'll be able to show you really clearly here when we get this up to temp. I'm going to let you do some research on it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. Is that cool? A steel like W2, 52100, the Hitachi 1085, these steels will get hot and the heat moves into the thicker parts of the steel, but then it moves back. And when you have a higher carbon content, I don't really exactly know all the whys of it, why it does this or why it, but you can see it really easy. It's really nice. Did you find the kitty litter?
No, I think we're out.
Oh. So you just had that big slick spot in the floor? All right, can you roll that door down? Can y'all see if we roll that down? Roll it. Hey, Tyler, over there, that door, let's just roll it a little ways down. Maybe not all the way. We just need enough so we can see the color. All right, can you see? Now this is cool. What you're gonna watch is the edge is gonna go dark and then it's gonna come back. The heat's gonna go back and forth across. So it's kind of cool, all right? So right now we're right above 1500 degrees. The first part that's going to get dark is the edge. But then it's going to come back and get hot again. So this is decoalescence. And you should be able to see with that camera. I think I'm watching it too hard to see if it comes back. I shouldn't look at it so hard. It should come right back. I feel like I'm not seeing it. Try again. Maybe wrought iron, baby. I might have made wrought iron knives. Normally it does really, really great on W2. You know what? We need some more rags. Tigerlily, can you get some more rags? Can you see in that? Was that camera show anything in here?
Yeah, I can see it.
That's cool. Just throw them right here. Normally the best thing for this is kitty litter.
I would have got dirty rags.
Or if you're fancy, well, that's what I wanted it for. I mean, if you're really fancy, you have oil dry, but I don't have that. Here. Let's see what's up. So what I'm watching for is the color will go out of the edge, but then it'll come back into the edge. And maybe you can see it on the camera. I'm looking too hard at it, so.
No, we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Put it down here. Let's try it down the blade. Yeah, get that other one. Said you got one? Is it hot?
You laid something hot on it, so I'm gonna.
Oh. Okay. All right, we'll try this one. So maybe that's just an old bar of mild steel. I don't know.
This one does the same thing. I'm not making more knives.
Well, that was a different bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same spot though. Okay, it looks the same.
Well, we'll find out what it is, you know. We're all sitting around with the lights off. I can't find, I just can't find my drink.
Scary stories.
It's gonna be a minute. So while we're waiting on that,
Kyle Ward said we saw that heat transfer on the Hawks that we made, right? Question mark.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we made Damascus, integral mosaic Damascus choppas. Has he been, ask him if he's been, Kyle, have you been using yours? All right. Taking some heat here. It is cool to see, and this one we are definitely going to see it on. Yeah, it's so weird. It makes me wonder what the heck this stuff is. Let me check something real quick. Pretty good.
Kyle said he has not been.
No, why not? Not too fancy. All right, we're getting there. We're getting hot now. You should see it on here. I feel like looking too close at it is messing my brain up.
Why the forge is making that sound.
Because I have, okay, you can see it all over this, yeah. So you see how that little shadow goes across and the edge gets hot again, it went cold and went hot. What you're watching is the recoalescence and decoalescence, so you'll see it again too. So the edges, the shadow, and that heat should go back to the edge. They usually go back to the edge. Sometimes it's hard to see it, but it is cool. It's maybe a lesson for a video we can focus on. We'll get one more time so I can show you. All right, we'll give it a minute, get that hot. Where'd that knife go that I made? I wonder if it's cool enough. I did turn all the lights off. Hey, we can turn the light on. All right, now I'm into a mystery now because I want to know what my other steel is. This is from a different bar. See, right now the shadow is still full of shadows. I do not like the way that oil smells. All right. Let's see if we can see it again. So the forge is making that sound because I've got it gas turned way down low. All right, want to flip that light switch again real quick, Britt? You don't mind? So what you can see, you'll watch the shadow go across the edge and it'll come back. So what you're watching on this piece, you should be able to see it really easy. So the edge is going dark now. Holds heat a long time. So it's dark, now it's coming back again, so that's recoalescence. See the little shadow going towards the thicker part of the steel. Usually it does it twice, but I think it's cool. That only happens on steel like W2 hyper eutectoid steel that has higher carbon content. May or may not do it once more, but I hope you can see that. Probably only get to see it that one time. Starting to do it a little teeny bit. The heat's going back towards the thin part, but All right. Hope that answers your question. You get it with certain steels, other steels you don't. So it has to have a high enough carbon content. You can cut that light back on, whoever's over there. All right, we'll set that aside. Okay, maybe we can grind on this a little bit. It's hot? Yeah, we can open those doors. All right, just gonna cool that off. I'm gonna do a little bit of profile grinding. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that came out nice. That's gonna be a nice chopper.
Been up for 220, whatever you call it.
Does everybody want to? I'll profile it and then that's it.
Cool.
Want to do that? All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. Oh, I should turn that off. That's what I thought. Okay. Not much to take off on here. All right, that's it. Just a little bit more grinding, of course, on the handle just to tune it, but that feels nice. I think that'll be a lot of fun to.
Adam Davis donated $20 and said, "Great content. Tigerlily wins this round with the possible wrought iron hunter."
No, it's not wrought iron. It's high carbon. I'm not exactly sure what kind. We'll figure it out though. But yeah, she did win this round, no doubt. Her forging, the forging that Tigerlily did in this was way more advanced than what I did to make this. This is very, very simple. This is very similar to the knife that I made in the Forged series. If you're out there and you have a copy of that and you've been watching it, that's essentially what I made right there. If you didn't get a copy of it, go get one. It's very entertaining, very informative. You'll enjoy it whether you make knives or not. But that is a little more tuning to get my handle right. So here's two things. That kick keeps it from ratcheting out of your hand. That hook keeps it from slipping out of your hand. If you make too much space, it just won't work. Usually I can figure out how to make them fit everybody. But that's going to be a nice, what I like to call a bush sword. It's kind of based on a lot of Filipino knives, which I'm very fond of. And when I grew up using a lot of different Filipino type knives. So that is cool. I like that, and I will finish that piece. And maybe it'll be available one day. So hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Go watch the chef's knife video. And it's an opportunity to win that knife. Y'all have a great day. Bye.